I believe that same-sex marriage, not bullying or employment discrimination, should be the focus of the LGBT movement. I would like to reiterate my points in favor of the proposition. First, marriage endows fundamental rights on LGBT people. The right to receive their partner's pension, use their medical insurance, or make medical decisions for them are being denied in the status quo. These rights go beyond economic benefits. To deny LGBT people these rights is to deny them the fundamental right to equality that is afforded to heterosexual people. As long as there is a codified symbol of inequality in marriage laws, discrimination and homophobia will continue to occur. Second, the achievement of same-sex marriage would spill over into other rights for LGBT people. The issue of same-sex marriage is the most visible point of opposition to LGBT rights in America, and to end that discrimination would send a powerful symbolic message that LGBT rights overall must be respected. My opponent has conceded my historical examples of the decision in Brown v. Board of Education and the Civil Rights Act, which helped tame discrimination based on race. In a similar way, a visible legal victory for the LGBT movement would be able to reduce homophobia across the board, making the achievement of other rights possible. Now I will respond to her arguments. First, she says that same-sex marriage denies rights to LGBT people who don't want to marry. Obviously, not everyone wants to marry, but it does not deny those who don't want to marry any rights, since it's their choice in the first place. Additionally, we should not deny those who do want to marry that right just because not everyone wants to. Same-sex marriage could only help those who want to marry. It couldn't possibly hurt those who don't, since they can't marry now anyway. Second, she says that marriage is decreasing now. This is not a reason to deny LGBT couples the right to marry. Even if one LGBT couple wanted to marry, it would be beneficial to that couple to allow same-sex marriage. Even if no one were getting married, affording same-sex couples the right would still be able to challenge homophobia. Also, I question the logic that just because there is less marriage now than there used to be, eventually there will be no marriage. People will always want to marry, and they should have that right. Next, she says that bullying and employment discrimination are important. While this is true, same-sex marriage would eventually lead to the achievement of these goals, as I outlined above. However, ending bullying and employment discrimination would just attack the symptoms of homophobia. The issues of employment and bullying are important, but they are not the most visible areas of discrimination. It is important to focus on marriage because the day same-sex marriage was allowed would be a historic moment that would be recognized globally. Only a challenge in the symbolic arena of marriage can address the fundamental issues here. Finally, she says that same-sex marriage doesn't benefit bisexual or transgender people. This is just false. Bisexual people who want to marry someone of their own gender would benefit. Transgender people who want to marry someone of their original gender would benefit. And the achievement of same-sex marriage would legitimize all of these lifestyles, not just because it allows same-sex couples to marry, but because it challenges the overall notion that heterosexuality is the only acceptable lifestyle. For these reasons, I ask that you affirm.